everybody to Apotheosis, map number 2. Down on the bottom right, the purple Zerg, 1 game away to getting to that final match. It is true.
And his opponent over here to the top left in green, 1 loss away from dropping out in 4th place. It is herO. I look up and I see TY changed out of his uniform. He's on his way to celebrate his 1st place. We expected him to get out in 2nd. That was our prediction, but he got out of the group in flying colors. And we're talking about how hero's 1 loss away, possibly dropping out of this tournament. He could just simply lose it here. But what we're not really talking about, and we have to really look back at, is herO made just 1 mistake. And I said StarCraft is hard, but it is. And if you make 1 mistake like this, you can lose the game. He had that game so won, it was basically over until he made 1 huge mistake. True gets back into the game, makes all the right choices, and wins it. So that's unfortunate for herO, but if you tune to that game late, you're like, wow, I guess True really outplayed him. He did once herO made that mistake.
I feel like herO outplayed himself,
Yeah, exactly. So from that mistake on, obviously True made all the right decisions. But herO was ahead. And we'll see what True does now that he's not all-inning essentially here as a fast 3rd base. And is going now into this gas and spawning pool. Wants to transfer as many drones over to those gold base minerals as possible to maximize his mining. If you're a new StarCraft fan, then those mineral patches deliver 7 minerals per trip. They have less per patch, so they don't last as long, and obviously you mine them out faster because you're going 7 instead of 5.
Yeah, you also need less workers, so you can focus your larva on other stuff. Like if you want to get aggressive, or if you want to saturate different bases, you only need 12 to saturate a gold base.
That's right. So that's why it's so powerful. And the map, the maps that have gold bases usually feature the gold base as a riskier base. Obviously, in this case, that's still true, but it's more like a 3rd base location. So this is why we see players take the gold base on this map more often. We've even seen players PvP expand to it. I mean, it's riskier than the natural, but it's not that risky. It's not like on Dasan Station where your gold base minerals are literally exposed to any ranged unit. So it's a good map for Zerg, which I guess this is why True chose it after all. And we see Zergs do this a lot versus Protoss. If you've been following StarCraft for the past few years, Overgrowth is one of the maps was the most common to see this on. We saw it in other similar maps. Usually those maps are the long, elongated vertical maps where we see gold bases, and this is one of them.
What was that other one that was thin like this with the backdoor vase? Bonnie Research Station?
Yeah, Bonnie Research Station, that's right.
Yeah. Where Stats did the Colossus drop and you didn't like it very much.
I did not like it.
It's like one of my main memories from that map. Also when Flash threw the game against Deer.
Please don't talk to me about
that. I was not happy about that
map. It definitely has some very
There were some good games on that one.
Memories for me in my brain.
Classic sending 2 oracles to the gold base where Bial had 1 queen. Who's lost it was 16 workers or something, and it was fully saturated.
Denied. If his Lings were in position right now, he can still get them in. Okay, he's gonna get 2 in. He might get more than that. He can just ferry. He's gonna do what we call an elevator. He uses the Overlord like an elevator. Going to send these in. Oh, could have gotten a little bit more, but he's focusing on microing those Lings. And look at this. True is going Mass Ling with +1. Again, he does not want to play a longer game against herO. This time he's getting a lot of value though already. I mean, look at the supplies here. hero's focused on tech and also rapidly expanding towards this gold base, but he has very few units to defend.
Oh, the front door is open. This is not a barn, herO. And so many more Lings coming across the map. And he's going to run out of overcharges and run out of units. When you go Phoenixes like this.
Yeah, he doesn't have cannons. You know, he has a forge, but he didn't have time to make cannons. This base is going to go down easily. And I'm not sure if he can even survive the fall. He needs to be walling off his natural tight right now. He's spending resources here desperately to try to hold this. And I don't even know if it's going to be possible.
He might be able to. He's got a lot of adepts here, but still he sneaks on by.
No pylons, and this gateway's unpowered. He does hold. but he loses so much in the process, but his probe count is still healthy. You know, this needs to do more damage. He's continuing to just all in. This is very all in. He's massing Lings.
Yeah, probe count is healthy, and he has that third base still up. It's
For how
not
long,
running,
though?
but if he can keep it alive, then he essentially wins the game. So many Lings coming across. He'll defend against the ones in the main with his probes. Even if he loses some probes, it's okay.
If he loses the Adepts, he loses the base, and he's losing them so quickly here.
+1.
Warping into the Lings. +1 is done, as you mentioned. That overcharge, though, buying him time. He's going to have a Photon Cannon. Now he's going for the Cybercore. He's like, I don't want any more Adepts here. I'm going to target this one down as well. He's an Adept hater, okay? This cannon, not a lot of surface area for these Lings to work with. In fact, herO just narrowly survives and holds on. And True just made more and more Lings. He's super all in, and I think
still
he's losing
making
power.
Lings.
You know, the structure here that he has, the wall that he has, makes it very difficult. There's now an Oracle here as well. I think this attack is essentially over.
Yep, there you go. He defends it. There's more
Cannon
Lings
goes down,
coming
but he
across,
just makes another one. He tight walls this now, even with an extra pylon. And True desperately makes a lair and a Baneling nest. And he has a fourth base coming up. And remember, he has more minerals with the gold base than obviously he would have on normally 3 bases with 29 drones. But even still, herO also has a gold base with real saturation.
Oh, he's going to get a surround here on these Adepts, at least. With +1, they just melt so fast.
The Adepts, I believe, don't have attack speed yet. No, they don't. I can see it on the card here. But he's getting that Twilight Council now. herO just has such a great economy, and he's going to have good tech. True, if he can find some more damage here, can bounce back in this game. But right now, herO is holding on strong.
He's droning up so heavily, and he does have a fourth base now, so that's a lot of larva, and he can saturate very quickly. And he does have +1 Lings for now. He does have that +1 Carapace about to finish up here. So, I mean, he's not in a terrible spot. That's the thing about this map. Like, it's really long, so even though, you know, herO is definitely ahead, and he holds, and he has a gold base as the Protoss on 3 bases. Oh, man, the Baneling's rolling in, almost hitting all the probes that were running away.
He's actually going to get some value on these Adepts as well. herO not able to split here. It's not really a micro mistake. There's just no room to split in this narrow choke point, which is why he had a strong defense there.
I think True definitely did that on purpose, by the way. He swung 2 Banelings around the backside while forcing them out of the gold base from the front side.
True is playing so well from behind. He's finding value. He's massively droning with all the larva, like you said. He has this 4th base up now. He has a 5th base on the way. And had he known about this, he could try to deny it, but he's still so focused on this gold base. Killing the Nexus at this point isn't as significant as this base, of course, will mine out very soon, but killing probes is obviously very valuable, and also killing Adepts with Banelings really empowers his follow-up attacks. Now just going to hold position his Lings here. The reason why players do this is because Lings will automatically prioritize. Their AI is programmed this way to attack units that are attacking them. So in order to target probes, rather than targeting your Lings individually, you just press stop or hold position so that the Lings will automatically attack only the units in range of them, in this case the probes. And obviously killed a few of those and stopped gas mining. And this 4th base over here, he's about to scout it. He could just reroute his attack. I mean, he's going full Baneling here. He's going into Baneling speed, +2 attack. And here come the Lings. Like I said, the second he scouts it, he sends them over here. And there's only a few Stalkers nearby, and he might even trap those too.
Blink just barely finishes up. That's really, really nice. If he didn't have that, he might have gotten all of his Stalkers surrounded and killed.
Going to kill that pylon. Actually, supply blocks herO temporarily. With an Oracle and a cannon, with all these pylons, it's going to be difficult to actually attack that with this meager amount of Lings. So I don't think he'll be able to get the damage he wanted. Just a little bit too slow on that scout. And herO again has this tight setup, which will make it very difficult. But he has so many bases, True does. He has 70 drones. He has Hive Tech on the way, Aspire, Baneling Speed, Pathogen Glands. He's playing his own style, and I love to see these, I don't want to say non-Korean pros, but like this North America region representative play a little bit differently than we see our players here in Korea play right now.
It's a very fun style. And, you know, True, you know, he's got a lot of fans for a reason. And when you go for this style, it's just non-stop action and non-stop attacking. You're really throwing the Protoss for a loop, forcing him to respond to you. Oh, man, the probes just barely getting away. Baneling speed finishes up.
Oh, man, the probes on a geyser like that versus Speed Banes is the most terrifying thing to watch. Obviously, with good control, it wasn't going to get attacked there, but had the banelings somehow found their way in, that could have been the most value possible. Pathman Glance finishing up here. We see the Fleet Beacon of +1. It looks like herO wants to transition into heavy air, then he holds onto this 4th base. We'll likely see Tempests, unless he wants to do that SOS carrier flavor, but I really doubt it.
Making so many Phoenixes as well. Maybe he's scouted the Spire and he's, pre-transitioning into a heavy Phoenix count against, mutas that are not coming.
I guess it could be just the Anion Pulse Crystals, too.
Yeah, I mean, we have an Ultralisk Cavern on the way. This is Link, Bane, and Fester and Ultra later on. Like, this is not... He made the Spire, but maybe that's for Broodlords later on.
In the previous set, he had problems with the Mutalisk. Maybe he's afraid that True will use that style again, but last game was a totally different situation where True got ahead from that mistake out of herO. This is a game where True is just trying to overwhelm him on the ground, and obviously Phoenixes are not going to be very powerful against units they can't lift. Oh my god, he's going to target this down.
Oh.
Does not get it. 10 Ling kills on that Disruptor. Gets 2 sentries. Somewhat significant. We'll roam around with these Overseers to use Contamination to stop production of tech. I suppose that's the plan there with those. With Phoenixes, I'm surprised they lasted that long. Looks like they will finally be cleared.
Anion Pulse Crystals on the way, and he did scout the Spire. This is what I was talking about. He's very scared about these mutas, but there are 0 mutas in this game.
Yeah, I mean, he always has the opportunity to transition into mutas. It's part of the reason why he's getting +1 attack for air right now for flyers. But as it is right now, it's not going to be very useful. We're going into Supreme late game now. At 12 minutes, we're going to have a Mothership on the way. Fleet Beacon tech, +1 for air. Even that Mothership's going to get a little bit of attack bonus, as it is also a flying unit. And this is going to get really exciting. It's hard to say one player is massively ahead. I feel like True is really dominating and controlling this game, but once herO gets that maxed out Protoss army, he can do the same. He's going to have to micro some Stalkers back here onto the high ground. One Stalker gets left behind. Although we might almost barely escape there.
You saw that he was trying to get the surround before he got close enough to the cliff so that he could blink away. Gets 1. And yeah, we're going into this really late game style. We're about to have +3 melee attack and the chitinous plating here for the Ultras, so they're going to be extremely strong. These 11 Phoenixes with the range are not going to be that effective against the Ultralisks on the ground. They can't kill the Vipers very fast, I suppose.
He really does need to start being more aggressive with those Phoenixes. All they've been able to do in this game is kill Overlords for the most part. I'd like to see him try to, kill some drones, kill some of these infestors even potentially. Okay, we're going to see these Disruptors unfortunately out in front. Whoa! herO with yet another huge mechanical error. 2 Disruptors killed, 1 by his own hand, and his positioning of these Disruptors is just simply, I don't know what other word to use except incorrect. They need to be behind the army, not at the front.
Yeah.
At the front they have more range, but they can be targeted down while in animation, as we saw previously with the set against Pet. You need to make sure that those are in the right spot. They're not getting caught there. I think you got a little bit flustered. That's expensive units to
about
lose.
350 of those Lings have gone down. It's a lot of Lings to lose in one game, Wolf. And
oh my god!
It's happening!
He got inspired when herO killed his own Disruptor. He's like, what if I could kill his own Disruptors as if I was him by controlling their brains? Uh-oh, this is a little bit scary. Vipers here, out of position. They do get Parasitic Bombs off, and the Fungal will pair well with that. It'll kill all of them, but let's be real, these Phoenixes weren't going to do much, especially because herO was not using them to harass. This is not a big deal. It is unfortunate, though, because now, I mean, he doesn't have any means of killing these 84 drones.
And you know what? As our observer is pointing out, there could be a massive Mutaswitch that comes in a little bit later. He saved up 30 larvae, 32, and he sniped like all of the Phoenixes. He still has double Stargate with, Anion Pulse Crystals, so it would have to be a totally surprise thing where he gets on top of the Stargates. But
I think he's on.
even so.
I think he's on 9 gas right now. As well, so he just has a large amount of gas that once he maxes out, he's not spending, will go straight into those mutas. This is a nice snipe here, but he needs...
Oh,
no! He gets surrounded here! These units cannot escape! Here come the Fungals as well! The Disruptor goes down before the Noble goes up! These Immortals are caught here! They're still getting massive value! Look at the army supply drop for the Zerg! But here comes the Mutaswitch, no doubt. Now's the time. Those units, the gas is gone. We all know it's coming. 24 mutas on the way. He has Neural Parasite. he can use to control these Archons in the fight. Imagine Archons suddenly become Zerga Archons while they're trying to kill the Mutas. And also neural the Mothership as well to cloak his Mutalisk.
He needs to group them up. There
That's exactly what happens, and this is insane what we're watching. Cloaked Zerg units chase down this Protoss army. Huge fumble! The Archon getting some value here, but it's not enough. It's going to go down here soon. Infested Terrans helping out as well. Needs to kill an Archon. Now it's dead, and these Immortals are worthless. True is going to knock herO out of the KeSPA Cup. A KeSPA Cup champion.
I think it's just too much,
you know. 16.
herO, even if he makes 2 Phoenixes at a time and chrono boosts them out, this is just so many Mutas here. A bunch of them are getting focused down here by the Blink Stalkers. He is going to push him back.
The Mothership regained control of its mind, I guess you could say, and teleported home. So that survived. That's one thing he's got going for him here.
But then the immediate switch back into Ultras. You know, this is what happens when you get into Supreme late game and the Zerg is so far away from you. He has so much time to just be like, okay, I killed all your Immortals. You have 0, literally. Let me just go back into the counter to your new army, which is Ultras. Because Phoenixes, they can't kill Ultras. The Stalkers are mediocre. Archons are okay. But that's about it. And I'm going to have a bunch of Ultras. I'm going to kill your base, run away. There's nothing you can do. True is taking bases on hero's side of the map right now because he can.
Yeah. And, I mean, he's always just he's had so much control of this game with this mass link style all game long. And what looked like an all-in started to get value. herO was never able to hold on to that 4th base, and by the time he did, it was just too late. We're just going to see Banelings to end the game. He has so much money. He can make whatever he wants.
Get some fireworks in here. True celebrating his victory, no doubt. And
I just counted. He has 12 gases. There's 12 gases on the map. What are you going to do against that much economy when he's already massively ahead? He has a larger army. He's going to kill this 5th base. The recall to try to defend. There's an Overseer here. The Mothership is being targeted down. This should be game here. He doesn't have enough. This Zerg army is on top of the Protoss with everything you can imagine in its composition. Phoenix is doing what they can, but they cannot kill the Ultras that are killing this next, as the 5th base will go down. He's now down to 3 bases, and all these Lings just going to finish the game. 33 supply left. herO, one of the big favorites in the group, goes out for GG.
True. He's going on to the final match here, and herO is knocked out with a total score of 1-4 tonight. Not what we expected out of him. These guys are very good friends. herO coming over, giving him a little smack on the shoulder, saying, hey, you knocked me out. But True, he's going to be going on, and we are going to be seeing that ZVZ in the final match.
That is right, Valdez. Very surprising results here. Yet again,
expect the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected. That's kind of, I feel like, going to become the tagline here.
It literally is.
Yeah.
The motto of the tournament is expect the unexpected. And, well, there you have it. This was unexpected for sure.
And I have to, I don't like to do this, but I have to say herO's micro specifically was a bit off in this series. And
yeah, some crucial mistakes.
I mean, if in game 1 he just does not, if he cancels his shades, he wins the game. We're going to game 3 right now. But he made that mistake. It cost him the series. And in game 2, a few mistakes in him with his micro. I wouldn't say that's the reason why True won. True played phenomenally. But herO definitely with a lot of mistakes, not playing in full form tonight.
For sure. So guys, we are going to go to the final match between Pet and True after a quick commercial break. Stay